Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham Latest news and updates, the WREXfast Club for December 24th. Yes, it is Christmas Eve. A Merry Christmas to everybody. Hope everyone is having a good day, spending time with their family and friends, and Happy Hanukkah for tomorrow, and Merry Christmas for tomorrow, and Happy Festivus for the rest of us. And I had said a couple weeks ago, I put up a poll. Hey, do you open up one gift before on Christmas Eve? And guess what? This morning we got that one gift. And granted, we might be still weeks away, but I'll take that gift because whatever moves us forward is in the injury crisis that we're having up front and in the back. I'll take it. And this was pictured today, right there. There is the man with the lettuce. Slick back is Jack Marriott, who has been down for at least 2.5 months. Happy to see it. Back on the grass training today. Now, we don't know the extent of that. We don't know what it looks like, but we're going to do it. We're going to unwrap that gift today. I'm going to wrap that one today, and I hope y'all will too. There he is. Great to have you back on the grass, Jack. I love it. Now, I'll say we're probably a few weeks away, obviously, maybe even a month, maybe 6 weeks. Who knows how far we are away from actually having this man back on the pitch full-time, then getting him back up to speed, all the good stuff. So, but I'm happy to do it. Anyways, thanks for coming in. We're going to make this a quick one so everyone can get back to their families and spend some time together. But yes, please smash the like on the video and subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the Local Pundit. There we go. On our way to 50,001. There is morning all. Wayne Evans is here. Drew, of course, he's first. There you go. And hey, Glenda, what's going on? Already Christmas here in the future. Yes, Merry Christmas, Wayne Evans, and Merry Christmas and Merry Christmas to all. Happy holidays, all the fun stuff. And it's Saturnalia miracle. Yes, how you doing, Kelly Davidson? Okay, that's the good news right there. That's the good news. And also going into the January transfer window. Bad news is yesterday Birmingham City went top of the league. All right. Oh well, it took them a while to get there. They Crawley Town were holding them off. And then finally they broke through. So well done to them going top of the league. They're still in the mud, in my opinion, but they're top of the league. So is JM. So JM will be back in January. A2CEB, there's no information on that other than he's back on the grass. The good news is the medical staff has done a great job getting him back in earlier than expected. And also, maybe ahead of schedule. They had said that a couple weeks ago that he's ahead of schedule. There's an article here we're going to get into by the leader, which is great. We're going to talk about that briefly. And, if he's touching grass, how long will it be? How long it take him to 10 to 20 minutes, 2 to 3 weeks should be enough. I mean, I don't think he wants to put a timetable on it. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't want to put a timetable on it. But medical staff has him back out there, and it's exciting. It's exciting because we need this young man back. Also, happy birthday to Scar today. Happy birthday. It's Scar's birthday, which is I think he's 29. I think he's 29. Okay. Briefly, a little more here on the updates as far as the injury front. And as expected, there is an update on Elliot Lee. Good news here, too. The good news is it's very minor. Okay. Whatever that means, okay, fine. So that means Parkinson said that he's going to be out for tomorrow's game. The Boxing Day game against Blackpool. As expected, fine, give him a rest. Opportunity for Paul Mullen to start up front. So I would almost anticipate that's going to happen. And I'd probably expect the same 11 minus that. That's what Parkinson does. But I'll tell you this right now. Dan Scar should be in that back line over O'Connell. That's my opinion. I think it should happen. He won't do it, but I think we need a little more steel back there. We do. So check that out. Paul Mullen should be taking Elliot Lee's space up there. And, maybe Dobson back in. I'm not sure. I would put Dobson in there, but that's two holding mids. Him and Matty James in the middle of the park there. So we'll see. But Elliot Lee has a very minor hamstring injury against Bristol Rovers, and Playmaker could be available for Sunday's final League One game of the year. Why push it? Why push it? Give them the rest. Trying to run these people down, these guys down. Let them rest. Mary Shrimbo, guys. I don't know what the hell that means, my friend. But how you doing, Matt? Out. Good to see you, brother. Top scorer, who's Elliot Lee, has 6 goals this season. He finally replaced JM, who hopefully will be back sooner than later. He said, Parkinson said, it's good news that Elliot Lee is only a very minor injury. It's a short-term injury. Good. Kevin Mulholland brought him off before it got any worse. The scan has come back, and it's only minor, okay? Only minor, doesn't need to be turned into a major. So if it means you don't need him coming back for the Sunday game, then don't do it. don't do it. It's the Boxing Day, fine, leave it alone. Sunday game, we don't need him back. Have him rest. We got the players. We got good players. We can sort this out. We don't need to have Elliott Lee. And granted, if Paul Mullins scores a goal on Boxing Day, awesome, great. Then that's even better. He said, Parker said, I don't think he'll be, he'll make it for Boxing Day, but I don't think he'll be too far off from Sunday. Parker said also had positive news regarding 2 other players currently out injured. Jack Marriott update. Here we go. Jack Marriott was out running on the grass on Monday. Arthur Okonkwo was back doing handling work. So really positive day on the training ground out of the Reds boss. This is good news. This is great news. Jack Marriott is running on his own. Awesome. That's great news. And AO is doing handling drills. He's probably a few weeks off too. Again, I had said, do not, if they're going to target a game to come back, don't target the Birmingham City match. Have it be before that. Please, God, have it be way before that. And don't bring him back. Don't bring him back for that game. So I'm hoping that AO does come back sooner than that. Maybe, the week before, gets a couple games under his belt before a Birmingham match, but we shall see. And if Jack Marriott is running, he has to get back up to fitness. He's got, he's probably got atrophy in the leg. He's probably got to get his timing down. Remember last year he came in the middle of the year, he didn't do so well, but he was fit and firing. He's going to be wanting to get back there, get back out there. So pumped about that. Goes on to say, remember, there's 2 games left in this year in the county. What a great year it's been. What a great year. 3rd in the league going into Christmas. Awesome. Fantastic, my friends. Wrexham got to final 2 games at his 20. Said, okay. This brings 2 points to second place Warner. So we're 2 points off Wycombe Wanderers. Parkinson went on to say, we're pleased where we are, and we are. I'm pumped where we are. Let's not lose sight of that, of the positivity. Pumped where we are, and we're going into the January transfer window. Hopefully doing some business. And now I understand what you guys are saying in the chat. I'll sort that out in a minute. But yes, hopefully that we can keep this momentum going. And like I said it before, we're not even playing at our best. We are not even close. We're not even close to playing at our best. So if we can go take this little dip, we weren't expected to drop these points, whatever. Take this little dip and move forward. Awesome. Parkin said it's going to be a great finish. Great to finish the year off at home. There's nothing better than the Christmas fixtures. Absolutely. Totally pumped to this. We will be doing the watch along. As you can see, Thursday morning, Boxing Day, we will be here live for the watch along. I'm pumped about that. And it should be two great atmospheres against 2 clubs we haven't played for a long time. There'll be interesting games, and everybody is ready for action, says Parkinson. So good. On the front, little update there. Remember, update for injury for Evans. He played 65 minutes I think it was a week and a half ago. Expect him probably to be somewhere thereabouts on the bench at some point. Okay. JM back out running on the grass. Awesome. AO doing handling drills. Okay, great. Middle of the park. Elliott Lee goes down. Nothing's too serious. Rest him, get him back in. So we're coming back into it. Let's get back into the groove. Let's get back, move forward. Let's finish strong. Run through the tape. Run through the tape. That's what we need to do. Run through the tape of 24, and let's get 6 points. Let's get 6 points going in and see how it shapes up on Jan 1. So I'm pumped about that. Aaron says, "Hey brother, what's going on? How are you? What up? What up? How are you? And good morning, happy holidays to everyone. Up to town, James Lee. Yeah, up to town. Mark Howard, Lewis Brunt has come in with really high performance level. It's a pleasure to play behind them and to try to help them. Well, I think you're getting ahead of the show, but that's fine because, you guys are astute and you know where we go. I was going to talk about that in a second. Where is that article? There you go. Well, I'm going to talk about Mark Howard real quick, and then we'll do that. Kelly Davis said this very exciting news, but JM's leg is likely atrophied. I wouldn't think it would take time to build muscle so he can play safe. I agree with you, and I've had that injury. It takes time. Also, mental capacity's got to get back there too. So hey, Kelly, should we still look for another keeper or Hull or rely on AO and Chomp? I don't think keepers, personally for me, as long as AO's on his way back, and I like young Foz. I'm good with that, Foz 2.0. So that's okay. Aaron dropped an interesting rumor in Discord. Yes, I'm going to get to that, Christine. But let's talk about Mark Howard here as we talk about our AO situation in the back line. Our goalkeeper situation and injuries here. I'm going to pull it back down because I'm just going to read off here. So obviously, Mark Howard admits his role has changed at Wrexham, but he's enjoying his run, which is great. Goes on to say, Howard said, "We got such a great goalkeeping unit with Arthur and Callum, and over the season, I've really enjoyed pushing them too." And he has. My role has changed a bit with a mentorship one. So I try to practice a lot what I preach to those, which is great. He said, "I'll be the first one out on the training pitch to show them the right way to do things." That's a great leader. You don't need to wear an armband to be a leader and to be a captain, to especially some of these younger guys. I think it's fantastic, and I think that's what goes on behind the scenes that we don't see a lot of. And I talk about the unity. Well, I want to see that unity, and hopefully, teaching some of the younger guys, how to practice, how to be a professional. I'm sure this is what's going on there. He says, I love working with them, and it's never nice to get your opportunity through injury, but these things happen. It's football. He said, goes on to say, it gives you full confidence as a keeper when it's Arthur, Callum, and now me, because we got a really great experienced defensive unit. And he does. Why is there a dog running down the street? Okay. I've seen it all. There's a dog running outside in the street, like just running by. I don't know. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Oh, dog. Okay, he's got people with him. All right. Live show. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, Callum right now. Howard will be in goal for the Boxing Day clash. Yes, he will be in goal for the Boxing Day clash. He just said that to everybody. So Howard will be there again in Boxing Day against Blackpool. Awesome. He said, you'll find out the rest of the lads that those aren't playing. They really push each other on the training ground. Assuming that's happened. Last one here. When you're out of the team, it's about sticking together and making the most of training. It's like being at home, and I've never played with O'Connell, Max, and Ryan quite a lot over the last few years. He said I've played with them, so he knows their cadences. Maybe that's we're just having a little bit of a blip. We said I still want Scar to be in there. He has played with those guys and Barney and Max and O'Connell, but I still want to put the back three of Brunt, Scar, and Max. That's the back three I want. And then Barney, and then I would assume Mac is going to be there. Now Mac is collecting yellow cards like Tic Tacs at these days. I think he's got 7 so far. We got to keep an eye on that. So he's going to have to probably sit out another game at some point. He's got, I guess he hits 3 more, and he's got to sit out for another game or another 2 games. So in my opinion, if I'm Parkinson, I have one eye on that, because Mac is going to accumulate that and maybe get Rev some minutes. So when he gets out there, he's not just deer in the headlights like, oh shit, I'm back in the game. He can do it, but I think with those things adding up, with those yellow cards adding up, I think you got to get Ravon a little bit on the pitch a little bit more. Just my opinion. Doesn't have to do it. But Lewis Brunt has come in and had a really high performance. It's a pleasure to be behind them and try to help them out as well. That's the quote that was up earlier there from I think A2C. So thank you, A2C. All right, moving on. I'm going to do some of this right here. I think you need 2 strikers. I think we need 2 strikers to sell off many of our unused players. I think there's going to be some movement in January, in and out. JM would just be building up, running straight lines, not much lateral movement, pressure, kick the ball a little while yet, I'd say. I get it, but I'm taking the Christmas gift early. I'm opening it up today on Christmas Eve, and seeing JM out there on the grass, awesome. He's probably at least 5 weeks away. I have no idea, but ahead of schedule, awesome. But I agree with you, Wayne. Hopeball as well. Let's see what else you have here. So, I'll get to this because you guys talked about it in the chat. Guys and gals talked about it in the chat. Yes. Wrexham plot move for championship striker after current managers telling remark. Wrexham reported, this is a little transfer news for everybody as we go in, and it's going to heat up a little bit too, as you know, because we got all eyes on us. And, there's going to be the Wrexham tax. So Wrexham are reported to be eyeing a bid for Bristol City's Harry Cornick in January. There he is right there. Let us watch. Okay. But Wrexham reported lining up a January transfer move for Bristol City forward Harry Cornick. It follows the club's manager, Liam Manning, confirming that the 29-year-old will be allowed to explore his options during the upcoming transfer window. Okay, great. Goes on to say the former Luton man, who can play up front or on the wing, has yet to play a single minute for the championship this season. Wow. And was left out of the squad for the Robins in the 2-0 defeat against West Brom on Sunday. With Cornick out of favor at Ashton Gate, journalist Darren Whitcoop claims in a post on X that Wrexham are ready to swoop for the League One rivals Charlton Athletic, and are also keen. So don't know much about him, but there he is right there. I think that's Luton Town. Let's see. I think it's Luton Town. Bristol City boss said, I've had a chat with Corns, and it's tough because he's a top person and a top professional. I know he would have been frustrated not getting minutes, and we had a chat in the summer. It might be the case. I can't commend him enough for how he's conducted himself. That's good. It means he has good character right there. Obviously not getting any minutes. This is the manager of Bristol. Sorry, itching it back there. The manager of Bristol City. Let me just move. Of course, I lost my space here. Okay. With January coming up, I'm sure he'll want to explore his options as well. We will allow him to. So that means he's surplus to requirements and he's allowed to go. We've had those chats with Corns, but I said it's always harder when you got someone that's such a good person and a pro. We'll see how it all turns out. So he's scored 38 goals in 235 appearances for Luton between August 2017 and his departure to Bristol City in 2023. So he probably was helping them get up. Manager Phil Parkins goes on to say, manager Phil Parkins said it made it clear he will spend in January if the right player becomes available. He said, Parkins had said, we are not standing still. We're still looking good and speaking to agents all the time. So keep an eye on that. He is 29. He's, he's experienced, obviously, good to play for Luton and probably was in that charge when they were getting up to the Prem. So let's keep an eye on that. Age profile, 29 years old. Maybe, he's about where we are with the rest of our strikers, in that medium. So we'll see how that goes. Aaron, JM, which is okay. They just did that one there. Matty James and Dobson again. I think Boxing Day. You think so? Matty James over Dobson again. The pass, he sealed his spot for the time being. Matty James has done great, but Dobson hasn't done anything wrong either. I think you could say maybe his passing has been off. I think they complement each other. They just need to be put in the right positions to do so. So Aaron goes back for 21 to 22, scored 13 goals in the championship. He's got a bit of pace too. He's talking about Cornick. Let me just bring up. See if I can find him real quick. Harry Cornick. Come on. Use your buttons, Josh. The Google machine is saying, here he is right there. There he is. All right. Just to bring this up, and I'll bring this stuff down. So the WREXfast Club. There we go. Okay. Not that one. Okay. So 29 years old. Center forward, has not played at all this season, but right winger, center forward, 1.2 M's. That's about right. Maybe that's about right. Let us watch. Not really. Let us watch. Not really on that. So let's see how that goes. Hold on 1 second. Producer Ann is here. So keep an eye on the transfer window for that. Let's keep it on the transfer window, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, bringing that down. All right, what else do we have on the docket today? I'll bring this one up. Hello, how are you? Nice, well done. There we go. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to bring this article up. Here we go. This one's about Matty James. Just a quick one here. Okay, Matty James has signed an 18-month contract. We knew that. That was yesterday. And he said, I'm over the moon to sign for a longer time now. Is always my motivation, is always my aim. Okay, we talked about this already. So Matty James. So to that point, and this is why I talked about it, Matt House thinks that Matty James is going to play over Dobson tomorrow. I think Matty James has solidified himself on there too. He wants to repay Parkinson for bringing him in and keeping him there. So I agree with you on that. He'll probably be there tomorrow. And okay, all right. Oh God, I want to talk about the charge we got. Let's do that. So we did get charged for the melee, and I would say, to be fair, that was probably the worst one we've had this season. No one knows exactly what it was about. But tempers boiled over the full-time Wrexham game at Bristol. Not sure what was said, but Maka got in there a little aggressive, and he did get a yellow card at the end. I think, stupidly, what's the point of doing that? But we have been charged. League One's game at Memorial Stadium ended 1-1 draw with the Rovers scoring a late equalizer. Is this our third or fourth of the season? I think it's our third. FA statement read, Bristol Rovers and Wrexham have been charged following a mass confrontation during the EFL League One fixture on Saturday, December 21st. It's alleged that following the conclusion of the fixture, both teams have failed to ensure their players did not behave in which way proper or proactive. Both clubs will have until May 30th to respond to the charge. So they're probably going to respond by giving them £2,000. I think that's what it is, something along those lines. Okay, well, Techie said, we'll get a big fine this one. It's our third. See, I knew we had a couple. If it's our third, great. I mean, shocker that Maka was involved. I mean, it's odd. I don't even, it's weird, but yes. So expect to find there. I think the last one was like $1,800 or $1,200. So if maybe it's 3,000, 4,000, I don't know, but we seem to have a problem in that regard. And I do think we're being targeted a little bit by the FA with certain things. Lexi, thank you. You're welcome for the update. And he's back training in the field, Lexi. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Does anyone know what's up with Elliot Lee yet? Lexi, you got to come when it starts. We already covered it. Minor injury. He'll probably be out. He'll be out for Boxing Day. Could be back for Sunday. There you go. There's the update. Got to start, when we hit it up. But yes, that's the update. Last one we're going to do here, and we will get everyone out of here for the holiday. And Wrexham to N24 at home to Blackpool and Wigan. This is Parkinson talking about that. He said, despite the disappointment of conceding late goals and equalizers, Rovers salvaged a 1-1 draw at Memorial Stadium. Parkinson's feeling upbeat about things, and he's happy about our position. We conceded late goals. There's a flatness in the dressing room, but the lads have given us a lot, and they're really frustrated like me, but we move on to Boxing Day, said Parkinson. Just training as normal and get ready for that game against Blackpool firstly, which we're looking forward to. Go and have a statement game. Somebody go and have a statement game. Grab the game by the scruff of the neck, score a brace, whatever it's going to be. That's what I want to see for the team. So he said that. He said, just training as normal. It'd be very nice to finish off the year in style. I agree with you, my friend. We'll just have to take the disappointment together, but the fans were brilliant for us at Bristol. As always, the traveling support and the home support is great. What turnout with those conditions is outstanding support. They've seen a performance of an absolute endeavor from the boys. More of a repeat there. He said, we're pleased to agree a deal with Matty James. Obviously, he's talking about the past. Then said he's a calming influence. He's a class player, and he's been a good addition for us. And he is. I don't anticipate Bud Vartson making a pass there either. So considering he came in and had to work hard in terms of not playing enough in preseason, he got up to speed quickly and well, talking about Matty James. So all that there. Finish 2024 in style. Regarding the fine, I'm thrilled about James' recovery ahead of the schedule. Great Christmas gift. It is. Unwrap that one and get ready for the new year, my friends. All right, what else? Lastly, we'll end on a high note here, which is unbelievable that the boys do this. The community stuff, which is great. The community stuff. I want to bring this up before we get out for the Christmas stuff. Home game for Boxing Day. Okay, so the community Wrexham visit, the Wrexham Nail Our Children's Award, which is great. I love to see this, especially around this time of year with Christmas and the holidays and everybody. And as you can see, look at that right there. I think that's Elliot Lee. Elliot Lee, that's definitely JM. There's Dobson and some of the women's team. James McLean, Elliot Lee, George Dobson, Liz Craven, and Chloe Ankers visited the hospital on Tuesday, December 17th. That's great to see. There's some footage there, but it's very incredible to see that. We had enough support in the local community, so good to see that. I know it's all not just about on the pitch, but off the pitch. Everyone's doing great work, so great stuff. All right, well, Matt, sent you DM them fine for a different angle. Don't think we should have been fined. Sorry, hold on. Matt Al sending me a DM. Here we go. Matt Al. This is what went off. Fletcher stepped on Mac and did the captaincy role. Okay. So sent you a different DM from the angle. All right, we'll put it in Discord. We'll check that out, but we'll get everyone on here. Yes, please smash the like button if you haven't already. I'm going to go spend some time with the family and go enjoy ourselves. Tomorrow is Christmas, so we shall see. Probably no show unless I can sneak away for 5 minutes, but we'll see what happens. I'll be cooking all day and enjoying some time off, and all y'all should do the same. So it's been a great year so far. Let's finish it out with a bang. Good to see JM back on in the grass, running around. We don't know how far yet, how far away he is, but excited to see that. So Merry Christmas to everyone. Be safe and well. Yes, Paul Kelly. Also, you haven't watched the Scott Morton interview from the WST. Go check that out yesterday. It was a good time. He gave us an hour of his time, which is great. So that was a fun chat with him, and hopefully we'll come on more. So Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah tomorrow as well. And we'll be seeing you on that bombshell. I'll see y'all soon.